So the question is, how does someone really get good at their profession and things that are important to them and continue to improve themselves? Now, Geoffrey Colvin wrote a very interesting book called Talent is Overrated. The premise of the book is that sometimes we look at people and say, oh, they're a child prodigy. They're just born that way. You know, you look at a Mozart, for instance. As he uncovered this, though, what he found was that, yes, certainly people are born with some innate talents and capabilities, for sure. It's just that how they unleash those is through a process called deliberate practice, doing things over and over and over again. In fact, Mozart, what we find out is as a child, at 2 years old, his father was pushing him always to develop his musical talents. So as we think about developing our own talents, first of all, we have to believe that we can do this. And we can do it through what we call deliberate practice. Now, often when I ask professionals, say, so how much time do you have to practice? The answer is usually none. I don't have any time to practice. In fact, and then when you look at other professions, professional sports, musicians, actors, actresses, they spend the majority of their time practicing. It's like 95% practicing, 5% game time. We don't have that luxury necessarily in the business world, but I would suggest we do need to carve out some time for practice, some time for pondering, preparation. Call that your 5%. So 5% of that time, 95% of game time. Then, once you've focused in on, just pick one or two things that you really believe that if you could focus on would help you become significantly better at what you do. Take those things, simplify that down, then go apply it into your actual world. So pick a low-risk environment, particularly if you're trying it for the first time, and say, okay, during this part of my profession, I'm going to go try this new thing. And what would be very helpful is if you'd work with someone else. Let them know what you want to do, what you want to become better at, and have them observe you, and then give you some feedback. How did I do? So if you will simplify it, take some time to really think about it, do a little bit of practice in advance, then go apply it in your work world. Gain some confirmation from another person, then move on from there and expand your awareness, expand your capabilities. That is a formula for success.